This is not a song. This is a Foundry audit.
Uh, 72% market share, that's a monopoly with a mass. You don't sell a chip, you sell a capacity. That's the tax that the world depends on, that the world bends for. TSMC in Taiwan, a single point of failure. You price the world of wafer at 30,000 a pop. That's a 50% jump from the 3 in them shop. Moore's law is dead, but you resurrected the ghost to charge more per transistor. That's the real boast of the nanosheet architecture. Got AEOV, ALD, every acronym is a reason the invoice gets spelled with more zeros, more commas, more margin, more greed. The cost per transistor rises, that's the new creed. CoWoS capacity sold out through 26. NVIDIA got 60%, the rest get the 6. Google cut their TPU target 25% because you allocated the packaging to the incumbent. Broadcom and AMD fight for the scraps you leave, while the lead time flex is 52 to 78 weeks. That's not a supply chain, that's a hostage negotiation. The chip is the hostage, the price is the ransom, that's the foundation. They tried Samsung, they tried Intel's 18A. Look, the grid is a joke, the timeline is a delay. Samsung's 20 guy, he won't hit till 28. Intel Foundry is a graveyard, the design starts are late. For brightest in Japan, the government funded dream. But a dream without a fab is just a scheme. You built a moat so deep that even the shipsack can't fill it. $65 billion, but the capacity's still a skit. Arizona fabs at 20 billion, but the yield is on par with Taiwan. You say, but the cost is bizarre. 20% premium for the US-made wafer. There's plenty of political tax, the nationalist wafer. And even then, the packaging flies back to Taiwan. The CoWoS begin opposed to the silicone lawn, where the HBM meets the die, where the AI is born. You control the birth, you control the dawn. The geopolitical black swan sits on the straight. 100 miles of water, 100 miles of fate between the play and the fabs, between the missiles and the wafers. The entire digital economy held by a single nation scaver. The US says home shore, the Taiwanese say no. The advanced nodes stay home, that's the status quo. Because if TSMC leaves, the silicon shield is gone, and the West has no reason to defend Taiwan. That's the real game, that's the real play. Not technology, not economics, but geopolitical sway. You hold the world hostage, not with guns, but with gates. The transistors are the bullets, the fabs are the states. The water you drink, the drought you ignore. 50 billion amps for the fans, the rivers are sore. The farmers can't irrigate, the reservoirs are low, but the chips must flow, so the water must go to the clean room, to lithography, to that steel laser that burns through electrons like a razor through paper. The carbon footprint hidden in the renewable deal, the methane base load, the fossil fuel real that powers the grid, that powers the fab, that powers the GP room, that powers the lab, that trains the mortar, that fights the cold, that replaces the model, that pays the road, that leads back to the fab, the circular sin. TSMC at the center, the wheel and the pin. You sold the world a nod, wrapped in angstrom hype. 72% share, but the fragility is ripe. With rot, with risk, with a single point of break. One earthquake, one missile, one geopolitical shake. And the entire AI economy grinds to a halt. That's not a supply chain, that's a cult. With TSMC as the deity, the wafer as the host, the party's the congregation, the foundry is the ghost. The Foundry Empire, the founder disguise. You ain't a manufacturer, you a geopolitical prize. No random mix here, no colors, the tower takes and it's a near logic. Just a round giant clean foundation from a deer. Just the 20 different 4.6 in them scam. Every none is trick is stripped apart, Sarah's the clan. All day is the color yeast, the final design. Determined things to prove that the limit is mine. RJB builds the septuate, deterministic blend. There's no movement with ication, the mathematically sound foundation that myself host the stack and stand upon. The invariant that the system never spawns. A ball, a leak, a side channel, a race. The proof is the armor, is the base that you build on. You trust, you verify. We're caught with Isabel, with the eye of the theorem brother. The SMT solver, the Z3, the CVC5, the revolver that shoots the uncertainty, that shoots the doubt. The model is checked, the check is the clout that you wield, you deploy. The deterministic system is the only toy that you wield. Hit the floor, the data misfits are at the future sword. You reading out the file system, the code to process tree, the extent the final binary. On deterministic frequency, the bill holds, the harsh holds, the signature holds. The system is the true tone. The Foundry Empire, the geopolitical prize, engineered logic, RJV.